So let's have a little discussion about affordability, because there's so many different AI provisions out there. There'll probably be, oh my God, does it run into the hundreds now? I mean, there
Probably
are,
more than that.
gosh, I mean, we are aware of the most sort of mainstream ones, but that's just like, even for like the ordinary user, if I can say that, like the ordinary person. But then I suppose some huge companies might actually have access to others. But let's stick with ourselves, the solopreneurs, later life entrepreneurs, small business owners. What are kind of the most common AI provisions that we can use?
So again, it comes back to what is the problem you're trying to solve, right? So it's a bit like if you think about when CRMs were all the rage. Everybody had their favorite CRM and would promote that, but it wasn't right for every single business. You had to understand the requirements of your business to find the right solution. So you need to go back and look at what is the problem that's stopping you, holding you back, stopping you scale, whatever it might be, and then what is the best solution for you.
Find the suitable AI provision, because obviously we've now mentioned, I need to get in touch with ChatGPT for sponsorship now.
Yeah.
We've been mentioning ChatGPT throughout this entire episode.
Yeah.
But are they the best known or the most known?
Google have got their own, and Microsoft have got their own, and,
exactly.
and again, it's a personal preference. There's Claude, there's lots of out there, and it's a personal preference. But if you start with Chat, you use it, you talk to it, you educate it. That's a pretty good start, really. But do go for the paid version, which is only something like, I think it's about
£20 a month.
£20 a month, which is, if your business can't afford that, you really should be questioning whether you're in business or not.
Fair enough. I was going to ask I was going to lead on to the cost of it. So in your experience, do you find your clients think that it's expensive and they don't want to pay for it?
£20 for what you get is pretty phenomenal. So, and use that, and then use that as the basis for your knowledge. So literally ask it questions, talk to it. Anything you've got. A friend of mine the other day was trying to plan their weekend away. Ask ChatGPT, going to the Lake District, what are the best things we need to see and what can we do? And it's a whole itinerary comes out.
I must admit, I sort of dabbled into Sintra AI, which is like 12 little helpers.
Yeah.
And I must admit, I kind of stopped using it for a while because I found out that they didn't talk to each other at the time. This was a few months ago now. And then somebody recently told me that they fixed that.
Yeah.
I mean, I did provide feedback on it, and I wondered if others did too, but they clearly listened one way or another. So I need to go back and find out. But once I did do that, like run an itinerary or said that, we're going away, and I was really surprised quite how good the quality was. And the bits that were unnecessary were exactly the bits that I didn't specify myself to say that we already had accommodation. I just asked, what shall we do in this particular area? And he gave me this amazing itinerary.
Yeah.
And we ended up going to see a couple of places based on those recommendations that didn't necessarily come up on Google Maps. So when you tap into that kind of database, it really opens your eyes.
Yeah, and just because it doesn't do something now, don't throw it away. Because, like you just said, in a couple of months' time, it will do it. Maybe quicker.
Yeah, the developers will.
Yeah, because it is only as bad as it's ever going to be right now. It's only going to get better. So what it can't do today, it will be able to do tomorrow.
In preparation for the interview, you quoted Jim Rohn, who I also listen to periodically, that all change is opportunity mixed with difficulty. How can we reflect that onto using AI in our businesses?
Yeah, so it's as difficult as you want to make it. It's about the thinking. So thinking about your business, really spending time, and I know people don't do enough of that, just spending some quiet time thinking about your business. What are your problems? What are holding you back? Why did you start the business in the first place? What are you trying to achieve? And are you actually getting to that point? Or are you just like stuck in the weeds of the day-to-day stuff? And then if you are, well, what can you do to actually change that? Or do you just want to carry on like that? Do you really want to change
wading
it?
through treacle, or feeling like wading through treacle, or actually utilize technology. Mind you say, let's go back to that a little bit, actually, because I kind of considered AI to be technology. Why? You said earlier that it's not technology.
It is technology, but don't think of it like that. That's a mindset thing again. That will just block your brain to think, no, it's this technical thing. I can't use it. I can't You know, if you can talk to it, if you can talk to a human, you can talk to ChatGPT.